It should be about 70 to 80% to the most, because at 100% you're going to be destroying yourself and breaking yourself down, not recovering to keep going. And your belief is if you train harder than everybody else, you will be great. And that's not really the case. That's not. It's you're breaking your body down and you're destroying your body. Let's talk about elbows and ligament problems. So just knees, elbows, or anything like that, guys. Can you give them a little bit about how your nutrition has to be even a little bit better than the average human just because of your body and how it functions? Hey guys, how you doing? What is happening, my fellow Titans, my insane Titans worldwide?
Hey guys, give me 1,000 followers and I will post an exclusive chest workout with Michael HEARN, Mr. Olympia. If you guys really want to see it.
Whoa. Did you see what the self-promotion? Holy shnikes.
Guys, if you want to see this exclusive chest workout, 3 great tips on how to build a massive iron plate chest.
He just bamboozled everybody. Which is great though. It's fine that he did that. We just got done with a fun workout with 2-time Mr. Olympia Breon. He's going to be going back to win the Mr. Olympia for a 3rd time. He looks incredible. Looks incredible. 5 weeks out right now. So that is cool. Let me see.
50 stars. You are so young, man. How? What's the secret?
Love what you do, man. Love what you do. That's the main thing. The question is, can I talk about working at 80% or 100% or at 70% for beginners? So let's do this. Let's right now say that I've never said that for beginners. So I don't know why you guys keep saying that. Why 70% for beginners? It's not for beginners. It's for everybody. I don't care if you're 100% and you've been training for 15 years. There's a point when you're training on the off season, it should be about 70 to 80% to the most. Because at 100% you're going to be destroying yourself and breaking yourself down, not recovering to keep going. And I'm talking again, understand what I'm talking about. Because again, I give a piece of advice and then you take it like this guy and just says for beginners. Never said beginners. I say that's how I do for everybody I start working with, because everybody that starts to come with me or anybody that follows me or anything like that, they train like beasts, which I love. And I love that my fan base are guys that aren't snowflakes, and women that are not snowflakes. They're people that believe in doing the work, believe in doing the process and giving all they can. So I love that in fact is my fan base. Now with that being said, I also know that you guys train so hard, and your belief is if you train harder than everybody else, you will be great. And that's not really the case. That's not. It's you're breaking your body down and you're destroying your body. All you need to do in the gym is stimulate the body. You got to go in there and do enough work and smart work in the right percentages to stimulate the body, tear the fibers, then get out and refeed it and heal and recover, and then go back and do it again. And then do it again the next day. And then do it then again the next day. That guy is going to get better and better. The kid that goes in there and trains at 100% every single day and doesn't recover and doesn't eat right, that's the problem I'm running into. That's the problem with most of society, is you guys do that. You think that working out as hard as you possibly can to where you crawl out of the gym. Trust me, I do it. I know I do it. But again, I've already created that physique. I got in shape when I was 8, 9 years old, and I just stayed in shape and got a little better every year. What I'm talking about is for you guys that want to get in shape. To get in shape and create a physique, you have to train smart. To be an athlete, you don't have to. To be an athlete, you can just train at 100% and go ballistic all the freaking time. You're going to be a great athlete. And that's how athletes should train. And I'm speaking about athletes, MMA fighters, football players, basketball players. Go in there, hustle, give everything you freaking have. That is what they need to do. If you're creating a physique to get on stage and you want to retain muscle. Now don't, please, if you're slightly intelligent, don't even argue this point, okay? Because this is going to be the biggest problem with you. If you think by going in and training and outworking everybody in the gym is going to give you a physique of beautifulness, you're wrong. Go look at any heavyweight in the UFC. Go look at any light heavyweight in the UFC. The majority of them have fat around their waist, have fat. And these guys have been training for 10, 20, 30 years. So it's you guys are missing the concept of you got to train smarter, not harder for a bodybuilder. Understand, you go up against an MMA fighter, they're going to kick your ass because they train so hard.
Yeah.
But visually is what you guys are doing, and that's why you guys are coming over here. And so I try to teach you guys this. And can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
So don't argue the points. That's just ridiculous. The proof is in the pudding. All right? Not everybody can train at 100% day in and day out. Your body will break down, and it's about stimulating.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You may get offended by this. If you get offended by this, you're a snowflake. Because the great thing about it is if you go in and train smart for a bodybuilder, which is kind of cool that you get to do it that way, and you don't have to go to 100%, and you can develop a beautiful body and get rid of fat. But again, I'm going back to the basics of this. If you go in there and do cardio and your heart rate's at 180, 170, and you're training and supersetting and jumping around the gym, and then you're starving your body, and then you go, wait a minute, I'm doing everything right. No, you're doing the number one thing wrong. You're destroying your body. Your body does not want to get rid of fat because fat keeps you healthy. So don't assume that your body doesn't want fat. That's just... Now you just don't know anything about health and fitness. Your body, to keep functioning correctly, wants to keep fat. Keep fat around the organs, keep your body healthy. Fat is actually something healthy for a body. So I don't know why you guys think that healthy is a guy with a six-pack. No, it's a beautiful physique. That's what that is. Is it healthy? No, it's not really healthy to be walking around at 3 or 4% all year long. It's going to deteriorate your ligaments and joints, and you're not taking enough good amino acids with some good amount of protein to keep your bones strong. So it's just a lot of stuff that you guys are watching the typical Instagram trainer who's in their 20s or 30s that's in shape telling you this stuff, but they're smaller than Mona and they're weaker than Mona. So again, it just goes back to you have to use some kind of common sense to dissect this. All right. I think we covered that enough. Yeah, great tips for growing calves. We just came out with our ebook. Go get that bad boy. For everybody that has stubborn calves, go get that ebook. Let's talk about elbows and ligament problems. So just knees, elbows, or anything like that, guys. We did talk about this the other day on the YouTube video. So let me just go into it a little bit more. Understand that it's more important to have healthy ligaments and stuff than big muscles. So what I wanted to answer was talking about elbow and joints and tendons.
Elbows, joints, and tendons.
The key points here is, the biggest points here, biggest things is it is more important than muscle itself. That's one of the biggest things. And Jace can kind of talk about this as well. I was just talking about the concept of everybody wants to weight lift and build these bodies, you know, the beautiful muscularity and stuff. And then my whole point is that's great.
Like you.
Well, like you, my man. But my whole point is if you focus, especially from a young age, and be smart enough to understand it's the ligaments and connective tissue, and being an athlete first and foremost, will give you the longevity relative to being just focused on the visual of the muscles. I mean, obviously, if you weight lift, you can develop muscles. That's a great side effect of it. But if you weight lift correctly and do proper nutrition in a smart, positive way, you can save your tendons, your cartilage, your ligaments, and that way you can do this as old as I am at 180 years old. So that's kind of what I try to teach people, and I try to teach them that I've been doing that style of lifting since I was 10, 11 years old. But people get so caught up in the aspect. So how would you talk to these people and tell them, I understand you want the body. I understand you want the low body fat and the abs and the muscular shoulders. But if you do the one aspect first and keep that in the forefront of your mind, you'll be able to do this for a lifetime and be healthy past that visual of just being beautiful.
Yeah. Well, when you were saying that, man, I was absorbing a lot of it, but also it's very similar to what I've reciprocated to my following, clients, family, friends. So obviously, we might be in different chapters. I forget how old you are, but a lot of people forget that I'm 39. So there's a lot of 39-year-olds that have, a lot of nagging injuries and things. And
There's a lot of 25-year-olds.
Yeah, no, legit. So there's a lot of what you're saying is so accurate in, not attempting to necessarily be visually appealing year in, year out. And a lot of people often use the word balance just to kind of throw it all into one word, balance. And that there really is so much that comes from that. So balance with your healthy fats. So for like when I hear what you're talking about, that's the first word that comes to mind is healthy fats. A lot of guys don't explore the healthy fats. They don't. They're afraid to eat fattier meats in their off seasons. So personally, like right now, I just started my lean bulk, and I'm having healthy fats every single meal. Whereas you have a lot of these, physique aspired competitors that want to look like you and I.
Can you give them, before you go into this, can you give them a little bit about how your nutrition has to be even a little bit better than the average human just because of your body and how it functions?
If it pops up. Yeah, no, so I monitor there's my blood, well, iPhone might not work with me. Well, it's not going to pop up, but yeah, so I monitor my blood sugar being type 1 diabetic. And you know what? Today is actually World Diabetes Day.
So I want everybody to hear that again. He's type 1 diabetes, and so even more so, you're focused on healthy nutrition than and being a dad.
Yeah, twins over here. Our boys are the same age too. Monitoring blood sugar, right? A lot of people don't have to do it. You'll find some of these gurus who are so much into monitoring their nutrition. Our friend, Chris Gethin. He's not diabetic. He wears a continuous glucose monitor. He's just so into, because he's so into knowing what works for his body and how to regulate his blood sugar. So I have to do it. Every meal I'm sitting here eating one of our amazing sponsors' meals, Icon Meals. And, we custom create our macros. So I custom create my macros based on what's going to keep my blood sugar stable. So it's a gift and a curse, because if it's off, I'll lose a lot of weight really quick. My blood sugar's high. I'm not absorbing nutrients. I'll get extremely dehydrated. I'll pee out all the ketones through my urine. Okay, ketones is your body recognizes it as a toxin that stores in your blood when your blood sugar is super high. And people with a normal pancreas too. So everyone watching this and they're wondering, well, I'm not diabetic. How does this relate to me? Well, when you overdo food or do your food, a calorie deficit, it's the same thing. You can have low blood sugar and high blood sugar. It just won't slap you in the face like me. You're not going to drive down the wrong side of the road.
But I think most people are under. Most people run away from food. Mostly in today's society, everybody runs away from food. Everybody runs away from it. Now, you're not going to be a high carbohydrate guy through the day because of your situation. But in society, people automatically run away from it when their bodies can utilize it.
Yeah. How many guys on here watching this probably eat egg whites every single breakfast? That's fine. Like I get some people like, I don't like yolks. Okay, fine. But you realize yolks have a lot of benefit, especially, when you're in a phase where you need to put on fat. And, honestly, I don't even know your diet, so I don't know if you're one of those guys who like to eat super lean, but
I'm the one guy you're going to find out. I eat the same as I did back in the early 80s. I'm a pasta guy. I'm a whole eggs. I'm red meat. I'm carbohydrates because my body can utilize carbohydrates. I don't run away from it. It's the one thing that is kept me healthy. I don't believe you should be in a deficit all year. And these kids today, mostly social media kids today, think that they need to walk around at 3% all year long, and it hurts me to think that, because I would have never developed my size. By the time I was 15 and a half, I was 275 pounds. And it's because I went to food and utilized food to put on that size, especially during puberty, when everybody else ran away from food and wanted to get smaller and smaller for wrestling and stuff. So
What age was that?
I was 15 when I was 275.
Oh wow, way ahead of the rest of the guys your age. Yeah, because I can't get when they come to me, I can get them to eat. But at 25, most young men are not understanding that if they've lived a healthy life, they're athletic. They don't understand how much they can get away with eating, and how if they put it to work in the gym, which me and you, we're posting our workout videos, but they don't realize behind that is probably a lot more calories than you think. And when they come to us, they're like, man, 2,200 calories a day, 2,400. What are you doing? You're 205 pounds and 5'11", eating. You need to get up there in the 3,500, 4,000 calorie range. You'll see your workouts explode too. That's how you get tight and strength right there. You got to eat.